To register for our upcoming online yoga, food, lifestyle program and in-person residential retreats, please contact the link in the description below or call +91 6366 852 888.
Nearly half of them are girls and the rest are boys. I went and sat, I just looked at these children. They were literally glowing. I sat there and wept because I was not like this when I was 15, I know that very well. I created 3 different dimensions of education. One is rural education, which is called as Isha Vidya. To bring awareness to this, tomorrow we are golfing at Wellington to bring awareness to rural education. This education is designed purely to get these children out of their economic and social pit they are in. This is from the age of 6, they're learning English language. Within 1 year, they become fluent in English language and they start working on the computers. This English language and computer is their passport out of the village. This is the goal. This is run in a certain way. We have another school called Isha Homeschool, this is for the affluent. This is run in a completely different way, with an enormous inclusion of sport, art, theatre, all kinds of music, every kind of thing that you can add to aesthetics to it. The school itself is created in a very aesthetic way, so the children experience a different dimension of life. And these children live in groups of 20 in a household with a dedicated couple who are parents for these children for the first 5 years, and the next 5 years they'll have another set of parents, they move into a different house. These children grow up with enormous exposure to all kinds of talents. For example, now I made their 11th and 12th, which is 2 years, into 3 years. I said, in our school it's 3 years. Because we have invested so much on music, art, dance, theatre, all these things. The moment they come to 11th standard, many parents go marks mad. Suddenly marks will come, they want to drop the music, they want to drop every other art they've learned. So I said 3 years. So extra this 1 year, whatever they are good at, they will become much more proficient in that. If they are good musicians, they will go into that. If they are good in theatre, they'll go into art. We are exposing them to leadership, management, business, variety of things. But your children will get out of the school 1 year late. I think you can afford it because you are well-to-do, you have only 1 child or maybe 2 children. It's all right. Your child gets to work 1 year later, it's perfectly okay. Initially everybody thought it's crazy, now everybody wants to be there. Another dimension of education, here there is no formal education. There are only 6 things that they learn. They start with yoga, Kalaripaitu, which is the mother of all martial arts, classical music, classical dance, Sanskrit language, English language. This is all they study. First 4 years, these 6 subjects. After 4 years, they will drop any 2 of them and keep the 4. And after another 2.5 to 3 years' time, they'll drop 2 more. And the next 5 years to 6 years, they will do only 2 subjects. They will become experts in that. You must come and see these children. You won't believe how they are. They are incredible because this is focused towards building the human body and the human brain to its fullest. If you want something to perform, first thing is you must build a machine. You must build a machine to a higher level of capability, then only it'll perform. Right now, the biggest problem with the modern world is we are too goal-oriented. We want to enhance our activity without enhancing who we are. This is why every… everybody's talking about stress. Whatever simple jobs they're doing, they're stressful because they have enhanced their activity without enhancing themselves. It's like you take your Maruti 800 on a racetrack, it will fall apart. It's not built for that, I'm saying. It's okay to go to your office, if you race it, it'll break up. So similarly, if you want to enhance your activity, you don't worry about the activity. If you enhance the human being, he will perform the activity according to his capability. So this is focused on just developing the human being. These children are in another zone altogether. Fantastic. You won't believe it. I must tell you this. The first batch, I was to initiate them about 5 years ago. When they become 15 years of age, they stay with us from the age of 6 to 18. When they become 15, 3 years they take brahmacharya. It is 3-year period they must take, and at 18 they must go off. It is not a compulsory beyond that, till that point, because we want them to focus. When I had to initiate them at the age of 15, they go for a 60 days of silence. I have to initiate them, I want to see how the children are doing. About 3-4 days before the initiation, I go there to see them. Their schedule is from morning 3:30 to 8:30 in the evening, okay? In a day, at least 6 hours, they're… sitting with their eyes closed, doing sadhana and all kinds of sadhana, at least about 11 to 12 hours of sadhana. In this, at least 6 hours they're sitting with eyes closed. So I go there to see them at 3:30 in the morning. The first batch was only 14, today it's grown into big number. I go there and sit with them. Nearly half of them are girls and the rest are boys. I went and sat, I just looked at these children. They were literally glowing. I sat there and wept because I was not like this when I was 15, I know that very well. These children are literally glowing like lights. They're just sitting like this, unmoving. I just sat there for over 2 hours. They didn't move a bit. They just sat like stone. I just bowed down to them and came.